Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go through a quadratic sequence GCSE Maths exam style question. So this is taken from the AQA 2018 paper in the non-calculator paper. So when we want to solve a question for a quadratic sequence, we should always remember that the nth term, which is what we're looking for, we can think of as our sequence an equals an squared plus bn plus c. So we want to find the values of a, b and c using our sequence. Now the first thing we want to do is work out the second difference. So if we write our sequence down, then the first difference we can find for the first one is 15. And then for the next one is 19. And then for the next one is 23. So this is what we need to add on to get from one term to the next term. And now we want to find the second difference. What's the difference between these numbers? Well, we can see it's 4 in both cases. So because the second difference is 4, that means we have to divide that by 2 to get to the a term for our sequence. So the coefficient here is going to be 2. So it's going to be 2n squared plus bn plus c. Now, how can we find the second one? Well, what we can do is we can take away 2n squared from this sequence and from this sequence, and whatever's left must be bn plus c. So let's write down our sequence. So we've got a, n here, and we've got 2n squared. So we want to do an take away 2n squared. So our sequence is 11, 26, 45, 68. And now we've got the 2n squared terms. So when n equals 1, n squared is 1, so 2n squared is equal to 2. When n equals 2, 2 squared is 4, and we multiply that by 2 to get 8. When n equals 3, 3 squared times 2 is 18. And when n equals 4, we get 16 multiplied by 2, which is 32. So this is what we're subtracting off. So 11 take away 2 is 9. 26 take away 8 is 18. 45 take away 18 is 27. And 68 take away 32 is 36. Now this sequence we know is equal to our bn plus c. So this is a linear sequence. So we just need to find the common difference, which we know we can see is 9. So that means that b must equal 9. And in order to get the first term to work, when n is 1, we want to be at 9. So the first term, so the c term must be equal to 0. Because when n is 1, we have 9 times 1 and we get 9. When n is 2, we get 9 times 2 and we get 18. So the answer should be, so we box those off, the answer should be 2n squared plus 9n. And we can quickly check if we substitute in 1, then that works. We get 2 plus 9, which is 11. If we substitute in 2, we get 2 times 8 plus 18. We get 2 times 4 plus 18, which works. And we can do the same for the rest, and we can check, therefore, that we've got the right answer here. So remember, what do we need to do? We need to find the second difference and divide it by 2 to get the first coefficient for the quadratic term. We then subtract off what we work out. So we subtract off 2n squared because we showed that a was equal to 2. That leaves us with the bn plus c linear term. And now this is just a linear sequence, we can work out the coefficients.